So before joining Kazam, I used to do some group classes at another gym, and being passionate about movement and mobility, I had to look for something that was within those realms. Because of my close relation to yoga, I basically decided to try gymnastics, mostly biased with handstands that I've been trying to fight with it for the past couple of years. And I said, you know what, let's try gymnastics. I didn't even know there was an adult gymnastics club in Ottawa, so by Googling it, that's when I came across Kazam, and then I started following them on social media, seeing what Kazam was all about, seeing how people were interact with each other, and how just the vibe itself, which got me really curious. And that's when I reached out to you, Alex, to see how can I get in. So at that time we were saying, no, I had to go through the onset process in order to get into Kazam, but when I actually decided to make the move, COVID hit. So that's when you basically said we're coming up with online classes. So I went through the online classes, and which they were amazing because that basically kept me sane as well during COVID. And then there was those handstand classes, and I was pretty amazed to see how even through a little computer screen you're able to nib down on details that I was not activating while I was doing my handstands at home. So that was pretty impressive for me. I'm like, okay, he's able to see that through a small screen. So that got me more motivated to continue with Kazam. And by bringing it outside, my biggest fear was always fear of falling. So I said, well, I'll do it outside. If I fall on the grass, it's going to be nice and soft. And I surprised myself to actually being able to cartwheel out of it and just bail out without actually injuring myself. So that took that fear away of falling off. So that was basically more fun coming off of it than trying to hold it. And then, the big fight was trying to hold the handstands. Well, when I first started, I was basically doing the occasional strength class because I just wanted to see what gymnastics strength was all about. Me, I've been training in a traditional gym for the past 20 years, and I just wanted to see what was different about Kazam. So that was kind of nice to see that it was more body weight. Like there's more skills in Kazam than in a regular gym that you basically have to lift weight, and the goal is how much can you lift, as opposed to have different skills. I know I had a lot of struggles with just lifting my own body weight. So pull-ups and chin-ups were always like a struggle. And what's really nice about Kazam or this environment here is that a lot of skills requires that. So, and going to those strength classes, the fun part is that you introduce some of these skills into it so that we can actually get enough strength to actually be able to do one of those skills. I guess one of the reasons that I decided to become a lifetime member at Kazam was pretty much linked on how the classes and how the explanations are delivered. Walking in the door and you see everybody here, the community here, and how they're deeply interested in what you teach and what you're giving, that basically brought me in like, okay, this is a nice place to be. Like, people are actually buying into this stuff and they're like doing everything that's being told without any questions. So just that was enough for me to make the big step and decide to become a lifetime member. So something that is different from Kazam than any other gyms, and what got me more attracted to it, is a lot to do with the community. You see always the same people here. People are always willing to help. One best example could be during tumbling class. I never done tumbling before, and there was one member here that saw me doing the things like not totally the way I'm supposed to do, and he basically walked me through it, and he's followed me through every station until I can actually get how to execute the skill properly. So that's something you actually see here, that I've been doing group classes for years, that basically you don't see anywhere else. What's unique about the programming here is pretty much everything that's being brought up during class. There's always different scales, so you can even scale it down if you're somebody new that just walked in the door, or if you're somebody that's been here for a couple of years. There's always a level, a neutral level, a level up. So just knowing all those different levels and how to share them with people around you, it just makes this big difference here. So you're continuously learning how to move your body properly and how to execute the movements properly. And what I'm looking forward is basically just to continue sharing my passion with gymnastics, with movement, with mobility. Currently teaching 2 classes. Hopefully I'll be able to teach more classes in the near future. Basically, I just want to grow with Kazam. I believe that the vision is to make people be more aware of their body, be able to move better as well. And as you get older, you're able to move the same way as if you moved you moved like 20 years ago. Yes, there's the gymnastics aspect of it, but the gymnastics aspect is just building that strength that will help you carry on later on in life. How Kazam challenges me? Kazam challenges me in a way that I haven't been challenged before because of some specific skills. Like I mentioned earlier, the handstand and fear of falling, which is translating to something that I'm training right now, which is the shoulder stand on a P-bar. That had the biggest fear of falling, but lately I'm like getting higher on the P-bars and away from the wall. That just is amazing for me. So I'm actually looking for the next step that maybe I'll be able to do a push-up, handstand off the P-bar as well. So that's basically how it's challenging me. It's challenging my body to get into a specific skill and making me discover muscles that I didn't know existed before that are just dormant. Some other skills that I'd like to be working towards would be the human flag. So if I can at least hold that for a few seconds, which right now it's a big struggle, that would be awesome. So that's going to be part of my future programming as well. Like I mentioned earlier, working all my back muscles and so on. So I'm working also with the front lever, which I'm seeing, to me, it's huge progress, even though it's a few seconds more. That's coming into play as well. So that's actually looking really well.